Hey everybody, welcome back to a new episode of the Matty Chymbor podcast. I'm slurring my words because it's very late at night, but guess what? I want to record this for you people because it's what you deserve and what I owe to you. If you're new here, thanks for watching it. I appreciate you taking a chance to click the link. I know the internet is full of options that are just very engaging and cool, involves cooking or puppets or animals, and guess what? You saw my face and you go, I'm going to click this guy. Let's see what he has to say. So thank you. Feel free to throw a comment in. Hit the like button if you like what you see. Subscribe if you don't. Move on. Go watch Gordon Ramsay or whatever freak gross videos you do on the internet. I really don't care. But if you want to stick around and see me every week, smash the subscribe button. And for everybody who's returning, thank you. I love you so much. I mean, you're the reason why I show up every week, on top of the new people who I'm trying to get. But you're mainly the reason I show up every week. I want to give you guys something to look forward to. And I'm choking because I'm crying. No, I'm just kidding. I don't show up every week. I'm like my dad. He showed up every 3 weeks sometimes, and you know what? I don't want to be that type of dad for you. You're my kids, and I should show up every week, even though our parents, me and your mother, got divorced. I should be here every week, and I apologize. I'm just off. I'm trying to live this Hollywood lifestyle, and I'm leaving you guys hanging. But guess what? From now on, I'm here. I'm going to give you good kids what you need, and in return, can you please like and comment? Typical dad, just leaving, coming back, already asked for stuff. He's like, you haven't been here in 3 months. He's like, that's chill, but you guys like $20, you can spot me. Yeah, you guys know the drill. Throw a like, throw a comment. I'll reply. If I don't, it's probably because you were rude. Somebody said they were going to attack me, and you know what? I don't reply to those. Those don't get replies. But if you say nice things, I will reply. So across the board, new, old, returning, ugly, not ugly, gender fluid, whatever you are, feel free to throw me a like. Let's get the algorithm looking in my direction for once. That thing is just over there. The Eye of Saruman is just staring at Jake Paul, Logan Paul, and all these other freaks doing that weird stuff. Let's get him to look in my direction. So by doing that, he wants to see the likes just get a little and it'd mean a lot to me. But let's not talk too much. Let's get into it, you guys. Welcome to the new episode of the Matty Chymbor podcast. That's pretty good. I feel like I repeated this. Let's just dig in. Let's have fun. We're gonna have fun in the name of the Jesus Christ. Hey, we're back, guys. Welcome to a new episode of the Matty Chymbor podcast. I am just excited to be here. It's a little late at night. I'm trying to find energy while still obeying the noise ordinance of my building. I live in a building where the walls are cardboard and everybody's angry. So feel free to extend the olive branch in my direction because I'm trying to just please everybody. I'm a people pleaser. I think that's what I am at the end of the day. I'm a guy who I think I'm too considerate, and it doesn't help me a lot of the times. It's something that when you're considerate, 9 times out of 10, that's you putting your neck on the chopping block because you're trying to look out for other people, and they are yielding an axe like it's the medieval era, and they want to behead your witch ass. Sorry, my bedtime reminder just popped up. Just so you have some sort of proof that I am actually doing this late at night. Right now it is 11:14. You guys can see my screen because I'm utilizing technology in the screen recording feature on the iPhone. So your bedtime, what does it say? Your bedtime is set. It stopped. Fuck me in the ass. Anyways, I'm too considerate. I need to just, it's hard. Sometimes you got to stop being so nice to other people and put your priorities first. But how do you do that in a manner that's not seem like you're self-centered? If you're inconsiderate of other people, let's use the antonym. Ooh, that's a good word. Let's use the antonym of considerate. And I don't know. That's a tough balance, but we're learning. I mean, sometimes you got to piss people off. And I realize, even if you're trying to be consciously nice to people, you're still pissing them off. So at what point are you just like, it's a lose-lose? What are we doing here, people? When you're nice to this person, they don't like that you're being nice. They're mad. But if you act yourself, pisses this person off, maybe they like it. It's like a give and take. So I think moving forward, I'm trying to just do me, as every millennial says when they are about to do something that's relatively average. I'm a do me. You're like, what, go to Subway when we go to Jersey Mike's? They're like, yeah. You're like, well, do you then, because Jersey Mike's smacks the shit out of Subway. I talk about Subway every episode, but guess what? We doing it different today, boy. We talking about sandwiches for real this time. We're talking about Jersey Mike's, Mike's Way, getting it real sloppy. I'm a sloppy, considerate boy. I like being considerate. I like people cut me in line until the store is empty, and then I place my order because I don't want to piss people off. And then I get it Mike's Way with mayo because mayo slaps. And if you don't think mayo slaps, why don't you take your mustard-eating loser ass off my podcast? You can see your way out because we don't do that here. We do mayo. I love mustard, though. Let's be perfectly honest. I'm a huge condiment guy. I realized I like to eat healthy, and my strategy for eating healthy is strictly spit check. I eat the foundation of my meal is healthy, like chicken breast, brown rice, turkey breast, no fat. You know what I'm saying? When the basis of it is healthy, I will try to find pleasure in the condiments. Do you guys do that? Is that how you approach meals? Is that a good strategy? I think it is, because then I can get condiments that mimic bad condiments but are good. Matt, that's saying condiments in too many words. What do you mean? I buy fat-free Hidden Valley Ranch. That is a game changer. People go out and buy it. You will never know the difference. If you do, your tongue is too fat and you need to reset your life to begin with. You get lower calorie condiments. You get healthier sauces that still taste good. You get lower fat mayos. People, the key to eating healthy is just tricking your brain into thinking you're being bad. That's all it is. Eating healthy is like sex with someone you married, and it's getting old, it's boring, but it's healthy to be with that person. You can't be going out cheating and eating bad stuff. You got to spice it up. And eating healthy is just role playing with food, if you think about it, you know. Like, I'm eating a turkey burger, but I mimic like a Big Mac sauce. So my healthy turkey burger is role playing like it's a Big Mac, and it's like, ooh, I'm dirty as shit. You trying to eat this? And I'm like, whoa, fuck it. We both know it's fake. We both know deep down that's just my flat ass wife dressing up like a Big Mac. But you know, you need to try. And that's like everything in life. You just got to try. You got to you can't succumb to the pleasures all around you constantly. So when you're eating healthy, I mean, trick your brain. Give it a week. Get a couple of condiments that seem healthy. Put them on some seem healthy, even though they seem dirty, but they are healthy. Then you slap those puppies on a couple chicken breasts, maybe some boring crap, and then your brain starts to kind of go in a direction that makes that lifestyle much easier. And that's just how it is. I feel like I've been addicted to my phone lately, which is not good. I mean, not even. And when I say addicted, it's like it's one thing to just look at my phone and kind of scroll, but when I feel like it's to the point where my body and my mind detach, and my mind is watching my body from above, where I will literally grab my phone and scroll, and there's nothing on any of the apps I'm going on. There's no new notifications. There's nothing going on, to the point where, okay, I put it down, and then I pick it back up, and even my mind is like, what are you doing right now? Like, this is like bizarre. Like, I'm almost involuntarily doing it and swiping and scrolling and looking at stuff when it's not what I want to do. But I can't. It's almost like it's like the habit. Everybody says, like, when they're a smoker, it's the motion they're like start to become addicted to. Like, I swear to God, I just go on my phone. I don't know if you guys ever been in a situation where you're in a position where you have no service and you're still doing service motions on the phone. Like, you ever been in an elevator, you have no service, you're in the basement of a building for some odd reason, maybe you're just being held hostage, but they gave you the phone. You're on a plane and you have no service, but you're still doing Instagram scroll. Like, you have like that one loaded screen and you're doing stuff like that. That's when it's a problem. And I've run into that. That's one of the ongoing issues I have with me and my phone. But more importantly, trying to be a creative on the internet, trying to think of new ideas. It's weird. I kind of trick myself where I am like, I'm going to look at Instagram and TikTok and Reels and YouTube for inspiration. And the researcher, what word I'm looking for? I'm just blanking right now. The researcher aspirations, intentions, my investigation intentions for going on and just kind of seeing what's trending, if there's new audios I can use, goes away immediately, and I just become a spectator, and then 30 minutes goes by, and if anything, I reversed the whole idea of why I was supposed to go on there in the first place. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just stuck on this thing. I feel like it's just like crack. If there was like a physical addiction, I mean, there is. It's all about that dopamine drip. Anything that gets your brain dripping, which is what a disgusting way for them to just to describe dopamine. Yeah, you get a drip. Is that what they say? Do you get a drip of dopamine? Let's look it up, people. We got nothing else to do. It's my bedtime. My phone keeps screaming at me. You should be in bed. You're like, go fuck yourself. You think you can just tell me what to do, and then it does. What are we on? Look at that. I literally almost just started scrolling on Instagram on my own podcast. Isn't that sad? Dopamine drip? Is it dopamine drip indication? What the fuck is this? Dopamine is given by intravenous infusion. I thought dopamine was like, what is it used for? Dopamine is a peripheral vasostimulant used to treat low blood pressure. Like a dope fiend opening up a bottle of dopamine. That's an Eminem lyric. Why do I lack dopamine? A dopamine deficiency may be related to a certain medical condition, including depression and Parkinson's disease. Ooh, boy. She goes, why do I lack dopamine? And I'm constantly doing the stanky leg. And they're like, that's Parkinson's. She's like, my leg's not stinky. They're like, that's not the dance. That doesn't mean you have a stinky leg. Dude, how come dances back in the 90s were just so bad? Lean back, stinky leg. I mean, the Macarena was just like out of control at that point. But that's what we lived on. I feel like our kids are going to look back and be like, hey, remember when you had videos of you and your friends doing the Cotton Eye Joe? And I'm like, yeah, that's what's up. I don't even know. Are there dances now? Is there any sort of dance that kids do that mimic what we did? I feel like they don't. This is where like I'm in the generation where I'm growing up, and like if kids are over there, I'm over here, and their trends are too far away for me to see. And this is how I'm becoming an old man. Does that make sense? I'm right now becoming an old man. Like, I know this because I go on Spotify, and I go to the rap section, and I'm like, I don't even know these people. I literally don't know any of these rappers. Like, I'll go on right now. Watch this shit. Let's go. Do my phone. Good evening. Go to bed. You're like, what are you, my mom? Shut up. Get off my ass, phone. Go to bed. You're old. And I'm like, I swear to God, like back in the day, we knew every rapper. There wasn't, and I like hip hop. I like hip hop. I like rap. I like whatever you want. A white guy calling it hip hop sounds so. I like hip hop. I don't know. I just say rap. I like rap music. Let's see what we got here. I don't know. There was one playlist that I found. Most Necessary. Here we go. These are rappers that I am going to list off that I just don't even know. And let me just start over. When I mean, in the 90s, I guess I didn't know. See, this is the thing. I guess when I was growing up, late 90s, early 2000s, I started getting into the rap game. I started to listen to rap, I think the one of the most older albums I became familiar with first was Chronic 2001. That makes sense. I mean, rappers before that, there wasn't many, so I mean, we heard of Kool and the Gang and Run DMC. We knew of that, but there wasn't a lot. Now, I mean, I would love to see a statistic of the amount of rappers back then. Like, how many rappers were in the 80s and then how many are now? There must be, like, a billion. Let's look this shit up. Are you recording or are you not? This fucking phone. I'd be curious. I feel like in the 80s, I mean, what was there, like 600 rappers? How many rappers were in the 80s? Many rappers were in the killed. Jesus Christ. In the, I mean, now with like SoundCloud, how many rappers were in the 80s? Man, you're not. How many? Fuck. I mean, not enough. Let's be honest. If anybody knows, what do you think? How many rappers were in the 80s? What a weird statistic to look up and nobody has it. How many rappers are there now? How many rappers are there? How many underground rappers are in the U.S.? What life do most underground live? Poor middle. You're not giving me what I want to hear. I don't know. You guys understand what I'm supposed to be looking up right now. This fucking nobody answers the goddamn question anymore. Hold on. Okay. So now I'm gonna ramble off some rappers now, and I want to see if you guys. I don't even know where their name is. Dude, their names are just getting longer and weirder. Like what was it back in the day? Rum DMC, Biz Markie, KRS-One, Biggie Smalls, Tupac. I mean, let's just start moving forward. Eminem, Snoop Dogg, Exhibit. Shit, I'm blanking right now. Busta Rhymes, I love. Who else? Those were the names. Now we got. This is the rapper's name. A Boogie with Da Hoodie. We got Bino Rido. Roddy Ricch, I've heard of. Okay. Chase B, Babyface Ray, Zona Man GT, don't know any of them. Rilo Rodriguez, don't know him. Bankroll Hayden, I don't know him. Lil Tecca, Chris Patrick, don't know. Chef G, don't know. OGZ, I know DaBaby, so we're good there. Baby Keem, don't know. Bic Fizzle. How do you name yourself that and then people take you seriously? He's probably like he'd probably punch me in the face. Gucci Mane I've heard of. Cootie. Big 30. Lil Durk sounds familiar. Spot 'em Got 'em. I mean, what the fuck are these? I don't care. I get it. I'm a fan of that, of rap where you're being different. You're standing out. That's how it got where it's at. But it's just funny because I just don't know. And that's so weird where I feel like your trend sensors when you get older, like as far as picking up new trends and being very self-aware, at least for me, they slow down. So it's almost like there's like, imagine like trends is like leaves and the wind's blowing it. Like when you're younger, you can pick them all up and you get it and you understand what's going on. But I mean, now it's like there's so many where I'm just like, I thought DaBaby, I thought he was good, and then but like where did these fucking people come from? Dusty Stay True, Northside Benji, and last but not least, $sign Not. You see a lot with the $sign. I do kind of think that's pretty cool. I don't know. It's creative, and they're taking something and thinking outside the box with it, but it's bizarre because like then you go to like I was at a party recently and everybody, I'm 34, that's gross, and everybody there it's a kid I shot a couple sketches with. I think he's like 25, and seems weird that I seem strange for admitting to going to that party. They invited me. They wanted me to go because I'm their dad, and I'm their dad, and it was crazy because they were playing music from when I was in high school, and everybody was enjoying it. That's the thing with rap music, where I feel like unlike music in the 60s, 70s, it was so drastically different to me, and then now, I don't know, rap just doesn't seem different. I feel like the instrumentals are a little more advanced, the way like EDM music got evolved, and now, but rap still seems close. And if anything, like fucking movies where they just remake shit. Every song that's out now is just the instrumental from a song when I was in high school. Where you're like, how? It's the same shit. You're just doing new lyrics. It's like, how many fucking Spider-Mans are you going to make until we're just like, can you just write new movies? Like, it's mind-boggling to me, like this recycle culture we're in, where everything is constantly they're like, okay, I'm not going to be original. I'm just going to go look at what used to work, and I'm just going to fix that and then just move on. I feel like people don't strive to be original and just create a whole new thing. Everything's constantly just a remake. And I feel, even with my fucking videos, like, or not my videos, but like even on TikTok, you just see stuff where you're like, that's the same video. You're doing the same shit 5 times in a row. And it's almost sad because I mean, who am I to talk? I do fucking coffee videos, and it's shitty because I like how I started shitting on people, and then I realized some of my videos do the same thing. Although I try to be very original for each one. I try to do them different. I might take the idea, like for example, I did one where it was called How Aging Feels, and it was a real gut feeling I had where I was like, God, my 20s are literally drifting away. And it's just like, I felt like I was floating away from my 20s, and just like Willy Wonka style, where they took the bubble fizzy drink, and like the 20s are the ground, and then I'm floating up, and the fan is the 40s, and I don't want to be up there. I felt that, and I saw it in my mind, like that metaphor, and then I just acted it out, and it worked, and I was like, okay, that was a good one. And then to, I guess, take a piece of it, I did How Birthdays Feel. I didn't post it yet, but when this comes out, I'll have posted it. And it's just the idea of like, I guess it's a this versus that type thing, where when it's your 21st birthday popping in, and I'm playing a 20-year-old self on my couch. So when you turn 20, you're waiting for the birthday. You're waiting for that thing to come. You're anxious. You're like it's taking forever. And then the on the flip side, when I do turning 35, I'm playing a 34-year-old on the couch. And it feels like birthdays now, where you almost want it to slow down, and it feels like that with that feeling, it's making it come faster. So I play myself being like, dude, what? Like I added extra lines in the edited version. I don't say a couple lines, but one of them was like, how it hasn't been a year. And then I had the 35-year-old being like, no, it was. So, they're similar because they're messing with age, but it's like I see people on like line. I mean, let's just be vague. I see people between it's movies, songs, TikTok videos where you're just doing the same thing, and it's so bizarre. Where the outcome mainly for movies and songs, I guess songs. If we do movies here, songs, and then TikToks. Let's be honest, TikToks is doing it strictly for notoriety and to get your name out there, because, I mean, yeah, you can make money, but majority of the people aren't. I feel like songs is like a mix of the two, where you got the big, like, mainstream music, and then you have new people, but they're kind of just utilizing the same thing to get notoriety, but money's more involved here. And then you have movies where they're just remaking stuff strictly for money driven. I mean, but across the board, everybody's just being so unoriginal. It's just like... But that's the thing. Everything's driven by money, or let's use money is like getting followers on the internet. Let's be perfectly honest. That's what it is. This episode's not funny, and it's brought to you by being boring. Cool. Well, I like it, and it's getting my noggin going. I feel like, it's late at night. I got to do some of these I'm jacked up on coffee, and I'll be more goofy, but... Boy, my nose just made a bizarre noise, and cool. I guess, yeah, so going back, like the whole trend thing, yeah, I just feel like I'm getting old. I don't know. I try not to, and I'm not a person. I hate trends. I think they're stupid. I don't like I mean, adult men who wear like are. If you're an adult man and you're considered a sneakerhead, like that's so weird. That's so fucking weird to me. I guess because when I grew up, like sneakers is strictly related to kids and high school and sneakers, like, hey, he got his new sneakers for high school. And then you'd see like your parents and everybody, you're like, oh, and then you get shoes when you get older and you grow out of sneakers. And to me, when I see like adult men wearing like Jordans and sneakers and like really caring about it, you're like, that's equivalent to being like, here's my new toy. Look at my new little toy I got that I'm bringing around. You're like, dude, you're 40. Why are you playing with toys? Like, stop. Just get like casual looking shoes, you know, but then it's weird, and then I shit on it, and then I'm like, and I find a happy medium where I'm like, okay, I'm not going to get Yeezys because that's just stupid, but then I go out and I buy nicer sneakers. I feel like sneakers are becoming more of a kind of like gym clothes. You're allowed to like wear them in more, I don't want to say formal, but more formalish settings. Like you can wear like gym clothes and sneakers now, and it's not considered like looking bummy, isn't, you know what I'm saying? Where I feel like back in the day, if you like showed up somewhere, like, but gym clothes weren't nice. I mean, growing up, we had and one. Like no one was about to wear and one out in public and not like have people look at you like you're trying to just like cross up people in basketball or some dumb shit like that. And I feel like that era too, like everything was baggy, nothing fit well. There was always dumb slogans and very ugly patterns. I feel like everything's getting very modernized now, and that kind of lends to being able to wear it like, and it almost mimics nicer clothes, like a plain T-shirt or shit like that. But I don't know, maybe that's how sneakers are, and people are more, their EQ for fashion is higher than mine. But I think it's still bizarre when I just see like a 42-year-old man like wearing like high schooler outfit. It's just like, what happened to just putting on like a blank T-shirt and jeans and like shoes and then just going out? But I mean, maybe that's living in LA though. I mean, I'm also in this like bubble of Neverland vibes, you know, where people are, sorry, I want to just check to make sure this thing's good. 27. I got to end this in 2 minutes. I'm in a bubble of like, you know, delusional people where age is just like not considered, and nobody. It's weird living out here because like a 40-year-old here versus a 40-year-old in Connecticut could not be more different people. A 40-year-old in Connecticut acts like a 60-year-old out here, and there's even some people in their late 40s, 50s, or whatever that dress like I mean, I'm going to keep going back to the dressing thing, but like just like even their behavior where you're like, dude, what the fuck is going on? The city is literally Peter Pan's Neverland. Nobody wants to grow up. Everybody, it's like the Neverland for fashion. Like, I don't care how old you get, you still dress like you're 18, and it's bizarre to see. And I really try not to do that because I don't want to be that guy. I think if I lean the other way and I just keep sticking to my East Coast roots and just wearing like, I mean, I don't wear like polos out. I mean, I do to work, but I don't know. What's this rooted in? This is rooted in anger and being annoyed. And I feel like one thing, I'm going to end on this, being considerate. It's weird. I'm considerate, but I tend to find myself complaining a lot, but I also complain to generate some sort of humor in the interaction, and I realize that's my comic brain, and I need to stop doing that because some people just see it as me complaining, and like it's not good. I feel like somebody, like with comics, when we complain, we're looking for the humor in the complaint, and then we're playing off each other and having fun. Kind of like what I do in this podcast. Like, I mean, if you took what I was saying for face value, you'd be like, Matt just bitched the whole time. Yeah, I don't really feel like that. I'm kind of embellishing here, there, and whatever. But I need to stop doing that in real life because I think people just think I complain. And I don't know why that's my means for finding a common ground with someone when I probably shouldn't. That shouldn't be it because that just makes them think I'm a miserable fuck. And that was the podcast. So, guys, thank you for watching. I apologize. This is short. I apologize. I am not energetic. And look at me being considerate, apologizing. So, I'm not sorry I'm tired, and I'm not sorry that it's late, and I'm not sorry if you... I don't even know what I'm trying to say more. Guys, smash a like button, throw me a couple comments, subscribe, I'd love you. Check out my other podcast, Village Idiots, with me and my buddy Mike Lenoci. It's super funny. Both are going to be great, and it's going to entertain you. Thanks for watching. Bye.